My name's Jean Gamester. I'm Service Change Manager for Buckinghamshire County Council's ICT department. It's a one-year role to deliver continuous improvement and lead the service desk. We moved from an old version of Supportworks to an upgraded version in our project. And the key challenge for us was to adapt from a highly configured and amended solution before, which had caused us lots of challenges because if it broke, it was hard to support, to something that was much more vanilla, which required a lot of discipline on our part and a lot of selling to people internally. But that was a success for us. Our new solution is hardly changed from the standard vanilla solution. So that's good. The main thing that we want to change is the customer service portal. So that's the one area that is important to us to configure to meet the customer's needs. I think the other concern that I had at the beginning of the project was whether Hornbill had enough people to support us on our journey. And I was delighted actually that our account manager, Tanya, was really responsive whenever we had concerns. Hornbill also took on a new service desk manager, and he's been brilliant actually. He's been really responsive and on the ball when we've had problems. I think problems are almost inevitable with any software implementation, but he has been really responsive, so that's great. We selected Supportworks, I think, mainly because we already had it, and when we looked at alternative solutions as well as the opportunity to upgrade Supportworks, it was the best journey for us. And I believe that our experience of implementing it bears that out. The key thing I would say is that it's allowed us to deliver a better customer service portal for our customers. What we had before in terms of a portal was pretty basic, and often we'd have to ring up customers to find things out, thereby negating the effect of having self-service in the first place. We have much better information coming through now, and whereas before only 3% of our customers were using the self-service portal, 4 months on, we now have 25% of our calls from customers coming through the portal. So that is much, much better for us, and we'll continue to drive that up. I think the other advantage that it gives us is the opportunity for automation. So we can predict certain kinds of calls and know in advance that it involves a certain range of tasks. So we don't have to reinvent the wheel every time and work it out from scratch. These things get set up automatically, thereby increasing our productivity, which is great. We are going through a journey within ICT and HR and finance within Buckinghamshire County Council. We all need to deliver improvements, deliver efficiencies and reduce costs. And Supportworks has allowed us to run our service desks on a single platform. And while I think initially our thinking was, great, we'll just all be on the same technology, it has generated other benefits. Because we've had to work together to implement the solution, we find ourselves asking each other, where did you get that data from? Why don't we have the same range of data? What are you doing with that process? How are you using your people? So suddenly we've gone from sharing a platform with 3 distinct entities, one of which is brand new and is learning from the other 2, to something that is much more aligned in terms of service, which provides us future opportunities potentially to merge more across those 3 services. I would say our experience of doing an ICT transformation project has taught us 3 main things. It's about people, it's about data, and it's about continuous service improvement. So in terms of people, you've got to engage with customers and find out what their concerns are. You've got to engage with the people who are going to have to use those solutions and understand where they have problems with those solutions so that you can either overcome them through fixing them or through education or through acceptance. So that's the people side. There's also something around the data, and the data is absolutely critical for us. We need to understand what our call volumes are, how many calls get reopened after we thought we'd closed them in the first place. There's a huge volume of information that we have about the calls and tickets that go through Supportworks. Our biggest challenge is working out which data is the best data to use, so cherry picking that is vital. And the third piece around continuous improvement, I don't believe that you can deliver a transformation program, particularly over an ICT service that is relatively mature, by designing a whole load of stuff and then delivering a whole load of stuff all in one great big bundle. I think it's much more about identifying distinct pieces that can be improved upon and then working through those, enhancing them, piloting them, etc. I think that's how you build the momentum for continuous change within the organisation.